Alright, good evening once again. I'm thinking of getting me this one back. Because that is a little bit more. I'm not sure how much the vulture helps, especially later on. But then the question is, what do I use the last point for? I feel like this is just better than the vulture, isn't it? Especially if the vulture costs 2. Jugglers. +1 reroll. Could be good. The perk is 3, unfortunately. I think I might go with defenses. Start with 30 more gold. I think that might actually be enough to get the second. Stupid bees around here. Well, it is the time now. I was wondering what those. Right. Savings would give me enough gold for a second gold mine in the first level, in the first night, I believe, for the first day, which of course then scales up because more gold means more gold to buy more things. I think I might try that. This is one I usually don't take. Don't usually take. Also 31. This is the 32nd attempt now. God damn it. At some point I'll get through it. Also, it's like the 10th attempt at Apocalypse 12, I believe. What do we have? Hammer. Where are we coming from? Down here, that's rare. Hammer, power staff, cannon. The cannon is a problem. What do we have? A thug with critical but less minor region, 1 trinket slot, and +1 move points. So you want to crit, basically. Which the critical master does work with that. Otherwise, the best ones are the ones I don't have to reroll. You don't really have... You don't dodge, that's fine. I think I can give you a cannon, or maybe, like, a multi-shot thing. I'll see later. What do you have? You're a thief with critical power, mana, and 2 bag slots. So you have more dodge, but you are a human. Not an elf, which is unfortunate. First off, you also don't really go for any specific type of weapon. You lack a little bit of mana, but I guess that's fine. You're possessed, more health and more mana. Critical power, more dodge, -1 move point. Like, more health and more... No ranged weapon, but more health kind of makes you feel like a melee unit. We'll see. For now, we will place you, and... What epiphanies do we actually have? We have the Eye Picker, which is the longbow, I believe? Yeah. The book, the boomerang, Veteran of Glenwald, 3 trap repairs. Less is more. The drill. I think I might take that. The fire over here, really? Well, the plus side, that guy will probably not even get to us. And then you need to be careful with... how often you attack. While Hammerman can just hammer people. You are very slow. Like, immensely so. You are gonna need... I actually just realized I don't have dwarfs. Oh, wait, are you a dwarf? No, you're not a dwarf. I don't have dwarfs or elves. That's a hammerman. Thankfully, I believe he will not be able to get to us. To do anything of value. Get rid of the accursed. Good hit there. Can we stun him? No. Drink your mana pot. Get one over there. Also, again, I need to actually check my goals. You toss him a potion. My ordeals, rather. And you need to be more careful with your mana usage from now on. No blockers in this one though, which is nice. You are at 4, you're now at 6. I feel like I want to give you skill range to get the hammer thing. Move, what is it, 12 tiles using the follow-up on stunned targets. That feels like something that could be kind of fun to do. Also, the Hammerman is in fact getting closer to us. And I don't appreciate that. Yeah, so he's gonna stun you. Unless I do that. And you're gonna be at 7 heat from now on, meaning you will take damage when shooting. Actually, not right now, but next turn. Can you actually just... I kind of need to get rid of this, the hammer boy. Because if he goes inside, he'll cause panic I can't get rid of. I should have maybe used my abilities before I go there. Fuck. Also, I accidentally did the ordeals. Even though I didn't pay attention to them. Are you overheated? Yes, slightly. Whatever. Okay. Don't miss. You go over there, you can stay there, and then you can... Oh wait, this doesn't have vision. Only this one does. Okay, so night 1 went very well. Especially for having a cannon and... usually I kill myself with it. Okay, we have someone who is still wounded. I may have wanted to throw him another heal pot. That might have been a good idea. The drill I'll probably have in night 3, if I get both the ordeals and the divergences. No missed senses up there, that's very nice of them. Right, I have 135 gold, meaning I can get me a gold mine, and a gold mine, then I can get rid of this house to get me a third gold mine. 23 gold, unfortunately, doesn't buy me anything. Do I take a magic orb? I should probably go through the perk trees first. Let's see. So, you have health, health, critical power, and dodge. No. Don't want to kick you out. I don't think I'd ever kick anybody out, because it's just a lot of investment you put into heroes, even if you keep the items. You do not have the XP thing. You do have a mana shield, and you do have extra mana. So you could be like a blocker. You also have the bodybuilder to use with your health, but that would require me to reroll into the other thing, and preferably the vampire. Opportunism kinda works. You're not really having any good builds, I'm gonna be honest. You don't have all that much that works together. I feel like I might want to take the harvester. So basically what I'm thinking is the harvester, and then have later the mana shield and just have him be a... Oh, if you take these two together with the bodybuilder and the, not head-on, but reroll this into the blood thing, you could be a very good tank. Currently this is 11% extra damage. This is max health, this is current. This is 11, this is 12%, but this one lowers itself when you use mana, so I think I'll take this. Then I'll have to reroll this for the vampire and the organic armor. However, I need the vampire first. Perfect. So we can do basically that, the mana shield, and then reroll one of these. Into the blood magic. God damn it. God damn it. I don't have enough tainted essence. Well, in that case, you will remain with what you have. At least for now. Oh wait. Oh yeah, you can reroll like this as well, can't you? Huh. Completely forgot. The blood magic is a tier 3 thing, so that might have been the smarter choice. Rerolling that after I have the blood magic and the shield. Like, right. Take a resistance reduction. Take... Armor is better than health. However, like, this is 24 armor, which is 36 health. This is 40 health. I can reroll again. I think I'll take resistance. Daily health regen. Healing received is probably the best. Take skill range. You're gonna have a hammer, and with that, skill range is really good. Now you, critical trinket slot and move points. With a crit... Okay, so it is per hero. With a crit, I'm feeling like you kind of want to go with the isolation thing. You aren't limited to melee weapons, so I can give you ranged weaponry, which you do have the field study for. as well as both isolation and opportunism, as well as this here. And then, what is better, 75% reliability on isolated targets or the steady aim? I can actually kind of take both, but this is just baseline skill range. And you hopefully will never attack on anything that is less than 1.5 tiles away. So take this, take the XP. And then, get yourself some accuracy. And some damage. I need accuracy and resistance reduction for this, which is both main attributes. So get me some range damage. And multi-hits. Get you a boomerang. It doesn't actually matter. Like, all of these do not go for... I'm pretty sure that there's not really that many that go for range damage. Everything here goes for melee damage, physical damage, which really sucks. Exploit weakness. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it with that, but that doesn't mean you have to use ranged weapons. Maybe I'll get you a wand. Boomerang, wand for the multi-hits, maybe. Now, what do you have? Dodge critical power, less mana, 2 bag slots. So you want weapons that don't require mana, preferably. And you want to crit. Definitely take the XP gain. The problem with that is that most of the time the negative alterations are applied by anything that requires mana. But if we go with that, that shouldn't be a problem. Debuff, stun, poison, and contagion. Like, you have 9%. If we have contagion on it, which we will, and like any debuff, that's already 50% extra, which I feel like that's enough. Give you stun chance and give you a boomerang, I guess. Then the initiator also helps. And the volatile reaction for the boomerang bouncing. Yeah, you look like a boomerang hero. In which case, you need accuracy. Do you have... Yeah, you do have that. Accuracy, resistance reduction. Damage. Some more crit. Opportunism definitely helps, but I think... Actually, take the blue one. You currently already have an opportunism weapon, so I guess that's fine. Critical power. Now, that means I want a boomerang and another ranged weapon. Perfect. Not the pistol though, probably. Get me a gun. Which also has propagation. Increased size by 50%, it should be fine. Then we have materials. Where are they coming from? Up there. So we will build us some ballista. 1, 2. I've built mounted ballista. God, I'm an idiot. 23 gold doesn't allow me to buy anything. So you get the gun. And you get the boomerang. I should also switch around my potions. You give the health potion to him. And you give the mana potion to her. Okay. I think that's fine. I don't have any more workers. In that case, let's go. Okay, the mounted ballistas do have more range. I should have kept that in mind. Love that boomerang. I don't think it's a good weapon, but it's kind of funny. Especially with the propagation later on. With the extra propagation bounces, it's gonna be nice. I feel like if you have a hammer, you kind of really want the... Also, get rid of that purge. Get rid of that debuff. With a hammer, you kind of really want to... Here's the move to turn and target for health. Well, got 2 ordeals immediately. Love that. Right, if you take someone a hammer, you'd really kind of want the opportunism path to go with that. I had hoped I could stun them. Shoot them instead. Yeah, it's the runners that can reach us, but those aren't really that much of a problem. Good boomerang spot. Oh, you can do it again. Use less than 2 times punch skills, so we have already done the ordeals. I have completely overlooked. Do you have the opportunism path? Because in that case I might give you opportunism. You do have opportunism. If I just go with a hammer, that is not that bad either. And it also fills out some of our slots that we have. Because like this is a 9-person stun, 8-person stun. Give us vision. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Fuck. Oh, can I? 3, that's 4, that's 3. I have a feeling if I just do 1 step here... It's still just 4, unfortunately. I wanted to kill the splitter and I killed him. Perfect. Why do you not hit the guy that is literally in our haven? And another laser. I really should use the laser more. I mostly just am not in positions where I really can use the laser. God damn it. You're running out of mana. Which, you do have a mana potion. I should probably use that. 4, 3... Well, I'll take the 4 here. Both of the big targets are stunned, that's good. How many multi-hits do I need? 2 to 3. Depending on how much damage I do. You can now go sit in the tower. The boomerang is probably the least useful weapon for the tower specifically. Because if you're in the tower, you cannot really move around. Bunch of stuns, very nice. Honestly, yeah, tower is not the correct choice for you. Wonderful kill there. You're out of uses for that. Does any of you... you have opportunism. Right. You're out of movement. Fuck. Can you kill that splitter? Probably not. He can. Some of the runners are gonna come inside, but the gun will have to deal with that. I wish the ballistas had better targeting. 30%, yeah, just shoot them. You're out of mana. I think the next thing I need to build is both the temple and the mana well. Also, you drink your potion. Can you not jump over that? Can we? How many stuns can we get here? You have like 1 mana remaining for stuns, so make it a good one, which we don't really have good positions for. Well, this one. And then we can just use our staff since we still have that. Okay, got that archer. Yeah, the hammer has like 2 different debuffs it can apply. So it's really not bad for specifically the opportunism path. I didn't know the well blocks line of sight. I thought it's a small item. Okay, ballista did useful things. And none of my walls have died yet, which is also surprising. Cannon here. Followed by 2 gunshots. Of course he misses him, but okay, it's a dodger. Missing a dodger is permitted. We are still at panic level S, which is very nice to see. Since there were some enemies getting inside. There's the mounted ballista in the way. Okay. Anything that's still an S, I am happy with. This side... No, this is the one where I come from all sides. Night 3, always all sides. I need to repair my walls. First level ups. Question is, do I need the contamination? I just now saw that you have the avid learner. I probably rolled into that without noticing. I don't think I want you to take it though. Your contamination is actually kind of neat with a hammer as well, mainly because of the third skill. Because minus 20 damage, if you can stack that, that's not bad. However, just damage would also not be bad. I think I'll just take just damage for now. And then here, I would like some accuracy. I will take mana, which is also damage. And then poison damage, healing received, reliability, daily health regen. You're gonna need a whole lot of that after all. Critical up. Some move points. Like 10 is a good amount for basically everybody, I feel like. Reliability. You also kind of want to change your cannon out, I think. You need accuracy. I'm just thinking, do stunned targets. It doesn't state specifically. Stun. Monsters to apply stun, preventing any action for the entire turn. Monsters to generate. I was wondering whether stunned targets can dodge. But I guess they can. Get me another accuracy. Resistance reduction is also fine. I'll take reliability. And some skill range. Contamination. And then the multi-hits for the boomerang. Minus 38 resistance. Two of my heroes do not care for it at all, and the third one I'll just have to maneuver. A second boomerang. No, that's an offhand boomerang. Yeah, I'll take that. A dagger or a action points on the spear. Build new... Well, first of all, you take the offhand boomerang. Dual wielding boomerangs. I'm not sure how that would work, but... Now we can first of all repair our walls. Set up some more defenses. This is the exact middle, I believe. Yeah, so one ballista here, and one there. The walls themselves are not irrelevant. Get me another item. And another item. What is this? 3 block, daily health regen, momentum, and XP gain. For the XP gain alone. Claws. A short but no reroll that. A shield. He can't wear that. A book. The book might be good. Build new structures. First of all, we will build a temple. And then I think I'm 144. I can upgrade one of these and then get me a mana well. And I have 30 gold remaining, which gets me a house, which means I can get another new item. Medicine dodge, poison damage, nobody really cares for that. Ooh, eye patch with... What is this? Resistance at an action point, and the -2 momentum nobody cares about. Eye patch goes on who needs it. You have 7 thanks to your spear. I feel like you need it the most with your boomerang and boomerang combo. You get the book. And then you get the cannon. This is XP gain that goes on you. Since I forgot to take the XP feat with you, then this is extra damage. Actually, you only have 5 move points with that. That's a bit low. I think that goes on you then. He's definitely gonna need more move points. No way around that. Right, then how do I want to split my units. You go down here. We have only claws, runners, and dodgers, which is why this wave isn't actually all that bad. For you, the mist sense, actually, you have enough range that the mist senses do matter. Oh yeah, free actions. Get me a heal, we don't need it. Get me some mana, which goes on you. One brazier there. One over there. Wait, where was it activated? Where did brazier go? Oh, there. No stuns. Well, we do have a spear now. And to keep in mind as well, the spear does have a momentum and the hammer does have a follow. So that is also a good combination we can use. Let us stun 4, and then throw boomerangs. Oh right, I have the initiator. I need to keep the initiator in mind. Also, I need to kill isolated targets. Less than 4 with a negative alteration. The problem on that is gonna be the hammer. Because the hammer just applies negative alterations left and right. Can we just use 1, 2, 3? Also, the ghosts are out only. What are you? You're a Soulbound Mage. That is a problem because he's the one that buffs. There we have another mage. He's not as much of a problem. So we want to hit units that we don't necessarily kill. Well, that was a kill. In which case we can go for kills now. 5 more isolated targets. That does seem possible. And less than 4 with negative alterations, which also seems possible. Not a kill, perfect. I think I'll switch to killing now because everything will die. He's doing very well. You have 3 action points. I don't think you can manage to kill him. However, you can start making your way over here, because these were the last. So I'm gonna have him move over. We have killed isolated targets. We have killed less than 4 targets with negative alterations, so that is gonna be the second. Heavy heroes get hit more than 12 times. That's not going to happen though. What do we have? Isolated target within 4 tiles from caster. Or negative alterations. I feel like this is just easier. Do not want to hit my wall. Yeah, he's gonna take a while until he gets anywhere. Now you can apply negative alterations. So go ahead and do that. Do we even have enough enemies remaining? Yeah, the 7 action points can't really do anything. I have the feeling we do not have enough enemies remaining. We need to... Oh, we need to deal damage or kill with negative alterations. Now you, unfortunately... Ah, you do get sight. Perfect. So we have some negative alterations there. You do have the contamination. Need to keep that in mind. And then it needs to be within 4 tiles. Which... Oh no, that's the isolated. Targeted is 6 or more tiles. So it needs to be the exact opposite. Didn't stun, unfortunate. Well, we can do that. Kill you, damage here, and then just waste 1 hit. So you are now contaminated. We kill you, then we kill you, then we kill you. Then we kill you, and then we kill you. Actually, move up 1. Because he can throw stuns in. I have 2 turns remaining to get that ordeal, and all of the enemies are stunned. I don't know if that counted. No, because they weren't at range of 6 or higher. Fuck. Regardless, the drill is done. We were at panic level A. So we're good. They have +2 move points. Absolutely not. 1 move point is already bad enough. Do I take the broken bell? I think I'll take the less is more next. Level up. Resistance reduction. And then I think I'll give you physical damage? Or do I give you XP gain? Maybe a reroll? No, I think I'll give you physical damage. You take as perk the vampire. So you can heal. Raquel gets accuracy. One by one. You kind of want the longbow, don't you? I think I'll give you the range increase first. Range damage. Night rewards, let's see. An axe. Not really wanted. I'd like a better hammer. A medal of flexibility. There's one with move points, but I take the longbow. Exchange the book for that. Don't really want either of those, but I'll take the rifle. Just for selling. There are no piles of corpses, unfortunately. But that does mean we can just go ahead and get rid of these. Build the last house. I would like to get you up and you up. Then we get the last well out. And then we upgrade a house to get the last well out. 148. Upgrade a house so I can use the... I upgrade 3 houses so I can use the seer. Push back the mist. Then new items. Is the rifle the rifle is better than the cannon, who am I kidding? Not even a question. Sell those 241. That means I can get me the second mana well, which I'm going to place here? No. I think over here. Also get rid of the barricades in the haven. Hate them. Also, who are we paying with the gold? I just thought of that, but we're not an apocalypse. Who cares about gold still? Materials does make sense because you need materials to build the defenses, but why are we paying people in gold? Also, where do we get our food from? I will build the last ballista on this side. I will repair all of my walls. The barricades I don't care for. In fact, I'm gonna get rid of this one so I can build my gate so I don't forget. And then we're just gonna build up the wall up here, as well as down here. Now, two sides coming in. I will have one defend the top side, which is gonna be Boomerang Boy. And then I will have you sit in a tower, and you be out there as a spotter. Mana goes on you, mana goes on you, health goes on nobody because we don't need it. Right. You're gonna have to get rid of that mist, huh? 3 up here, that ain't great. That's an elite hopper out of the gate. That's an elite accursed. Right. Get rid of this thing. God damn it. He's not yet isolated, but we can arrange for. I maybe should have just sniped him. So what we can do here is just absolutely abuse. You have regeneration. You do not have... Do you have block? You do not have block. You have resistance. I will use this so to apply opportunism. How much damage does this deal? I'm gonna need 2 hits there. He is... Oh, we dealt the damage. That's the first ordeal. Very nice. That's a wizard. Okay, the rogue I don't care about. The wizard is annoying, but there's no way I get there. Okay, go throw the stuns in. That was unfortunately already a kill. Okay, he's out. Kill... What is this? 21 heroes with units that haven't moved this turn. I don't think that's going to happen. Ah, fuck. Yeah, it's not going to happen, unfortunately. I should also give the laser to somebody who's actually in an position to switch his position. Spend less than 10 mana. Kill 5 enemies or more heroes that have moved this turn, target with a negative alteration. Well, that should be possible. There's a stun. That was not a stun, but I'll take it. There's some negative alterations, but he did move this turn, so it doesn't count. Well, negative alterations, we can just go ahead and apply some. It does unfortunately not one-shot them. Okay, that's 4 done. Can we get some stuns in? The hoppers do have stun resistance, do they? Yeah, 15%. And the boomerang has baseline, I believe, only like... What is it, 50%? 65%. So it's basically a 50-50. It is exactly a 50-50. It's by definition a 50-50. I also forgot I can apply contagion, which I should probably do at some point. Less than 10 mana, so the ordeals are done. Can you defend up there on your own? I think you should be able to. So you are gonna throw in some last shots. Preferably on the winged. Of course he misses. And then you move up to help the... Oh right, I forgot. Use all of my boomerang throws. The initiator might actually not be that great with a boomerang, if I think about it. Yeah. Like that. I will always hit one, get rid of the winged. Because you kind of want to use these stun abilities first, which... Basically for the initiator you want to control what gets hit, and with a boomerang you can't. Because you have an ability that... I like the spear ability more and more. With the boomerang you have one thing that is random, and one thing that has a very specific targeting arc. Didn't stun, it didn't stun, it didn't stun. And then I'm not in range. Fuck. In which case, can you hit anything from here? No. Yeah, you can hit him, that's good enough. Okay, you can start shooting. Oh, you're a Misty, huh? Yeah, you're Misty, you have a bit of armor, but not really all that much. Do I just move back a step and hit all of them like this? Three hits. Ah, 2 were enough. You have 1 action remaining, so let's just apply negative status. So you get the additional opportunism there. Currently, they're not yet causing panic. You're also Misty, huh? That sucks. Use your mana pots, mana pots. Can you kill him? How much damage is that? 200. That is good enough damage. And then you kind of... wait. You be a spotter. So we can kill him. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not in range for him. Also, he'll pop. Yeah, that's fine. That's already a whole lot more panic than I'd really like. Do this. We will hit our gate, but that's fine. You apply that. Actually get decontamination there first. The problem I have right now is that I cannot target them back there. And with that, it's a B, so it's an abandoned. Wonderful. God damn it. So for the boomerang, the multi-hit, the initiator doesn't really matter, but you'd really want the stun chance. It is at this point embarrassing that I can't make any headway here. Gauntlet, hand crossbow, shield. Not my favorite weapons, but we'll see. You are a shield bearer and you wear a shield. Checks out. Magic damage and move points. Did I make you a block tank? I think I make you a block tank. A longbowman. Not wearing a longbow, not carrying a longbow. That kind of sucks. And the druid not having a druid staff also sucks. You have, yeah, longbowman, range damage and accuracy, and then an isolation. So you definitely do want a longbow. Which doesn't really interact with your perk that well, but whatever. Or you could be a Mr. Punchy. I think I'm gonna keep you as a longbowman. Then we have a dwarf who's a druid. A dwarf with giant blood. You didn't receive poison damage. Inattentive. You do have these two, which means you only have to reroll for the health. And you are a dwarf, which already means you can just buff the shit out of people. You also have poison damage, but not the poison path. That's sad. Melee weapons, only the dagger does poison. But you could do a shit ton of damage with that. And then just take the cheer because you're a dwarf and you buff people. Unlike those filthy elves who only buff themselves. For you, well, you have a shield. You're a shield bearer. You're gonna be in front, and we will see how it goes. What epiphanies do we have? The Wind, Veteran of Lake Berg. A material thing. Traps are repaired for free every morning. Throat Sword, Scab Shot, or the Coagulation. The Coagulation is and killing an enemy that was full health with one of Coagulation's skills, plus 1% damage, just forever. And I feel like I want that. As long as the hero keeps the item. Problem is, who would carry it? I need another hero, so I will get it later. The Guardian Spirit will make my dwarf just immensely tanky. I'll start with an endurance practice. You're gonna have to stay there. Oh yeah, there's a mist sensor. I think I want you to just... Ah, shit. There's a mist sensor. I forgot that two of my heroes are technically ranged, but not really. Now the hand crossbow goes very well with the initiator. Target at full health, accursed. You don't actually need to go that far, huh? Should have done it differently. Do I? Yeah, I think I'll just kill this. Nah, it's not worth it. There is an accursed. The problem is... I don't really have anything that deals a whole lot of damage. I have lots of things that deal small amounts of damage in increments. But not really anything that deals a whole lot of damage to get the... What is my most damage? 99 to 118, 124 to 217, less than 400 with negative alterations. You only deal 60 or 105, but the resistance will block that. And then, yeah, you're in the 97 range. Okay, so that was at least a little bit. Do you have baseline skill range? Also, oh yeah, you have the resistance debuff. Get yourself an action point and then just punch him. Okay, we will not deal any more damage to negative alterations. There is no accursed, so we cannot do that. Which is unfortunate. I feel like this is the best ability on that gauntlet. Just not even really a contest. So yeah, the accursed isn't coming out. You still have action points? Oh. Yeah, you move back. You will shoot 1, 2. Deal 120 to isolated targets. That's 60 and another... Oh, you have resistance, so another 60. That should deal with that. Perfect. Kill 5 armored within 5 tiles of the fog. That should also be easy. if we actually kill them. You poison that kindled, you poison that kindled. Oh, it's deal that much damage to armored. Well, that's a different thing then. There are not enough armored to do that. I do not know how many armored will come out still. But currently we are limited into how much damage we can actually deal to them. There is one armored. He has 60 health. I need to deal 500 damage to him. And unfortunately, the game does not take overkill into account. So that was impossible from the get-go. Unfortunately. Alright, no ordeal, no covenant this time, unfortunately. Needed to pay more attention to that. But I think it's fine. Okay, so same setup, 3 gold mines. There's no piles of corpses. So get me just, that's a house, get me 1, 2, get rid of this, no, get rid of this. 3 gold mines. Actually, how much is this? 38, so it is more than getting these twice, okay. Divergence, minus 97% isolation. The problem with that is... isolation, I believe, can go negative. Yeah. Which means that if they are alone, I will deal no damage. I can, however, prevent that using the poison on the hand crossbow. Because the poison do not care about that. What means I need more poison weapons. I will take a silver longbow. Even though it's not gonna be good in this one. Get me another poison weapon. Like a flower. The druid now can have his flower. And you get the longbow. Even though you're probably not going to use it. But you're a longbowman, you should have a longbow. Get some resistance, I guess. Skill range. That does help. And ranged damage. I feel like a longbowman with a proximity shot is kind of not the thing to go for. What do we get you then? A stun chance? No. You will have 200 weapons, which is crits. That goes well with the mana collector, I think. It is the mana collector. It is the mana growth. Sadist. Oh, you have the opportunism path. That does allow you. The problem again is the contamination is not gonna be worth it on the ranges that the longbow acts with. So... well, it will be later when they get closer, I guess. What is your minimum range? 3, right? No, 5. So at a range of 5 or 6 it would be undodgeable. The longbow does have a stun on it. I feel like I'm gonna do the mana growth. And then the magic fuel. Since you're not really using mana right now, on your side, you can cheer us on and then get some XP growth. You can. You need... I will go for the full health bolt, so you do need health, which armor is more health. I do wonder, does this give you armor or does it give you health? You do need some move points. Skill range is not needed, you're gonna be a melee. Opportunism might be good though. Physical damage or healing, healing received. And then you, I have not... Right, I wanted to make you a block tank. Which means a what? I think the coagulation. And then here we need the spiky counter. Which we immediately get. Perfect. There's weird sounds outside my window. Perfect. Block. And then... the damage I think will come naturally with these two. Actually, I will reroll those for the vampire. So, it might not. We will see. But I think I'd rather just have you have more block still. And then physical damage. A bit of healing received. Okay, daily mana region, that's fine. Choose your destiny. Yeah, the isolation should be okay. I will just poison the isolated targets now. What actually is that sound? It sounds like... it sounds like a saw. A pulsing saw. I am out of mana and money, so money and materials, which means we will send it. We have actually quite a good amount of wall there with the corpses. Okay, so you shoot both of them similarly, simultaneously. And then you just poison here and move over to get rid of that. Mo poison. Okay, that's good. Can't use that. Just use that then. I feel like you have 36 block. How much damage do they deal? 25 to 30, 23 to 28. Yeah, you're gonna be fine out here. You can kind of just stay there. Use punch 8 times or more, or kill enemies with a negative alteration. I should maybe apply negative alterations first. Well, first of all, we're gonna get rid of you. We'll have a negative alteration there. What negative alteration do you have? You're isolated, so you're not gonna die. However, we can just go ahead and poison you. Okay. Yeah, the negative alterations isn't going to happen, but we do be able to punch. Deal that much magic damage to claws. How many targets is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I flip it, it's 3, 7. And this way, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm gonna do it this way around. There's only 799. Well, it is time we get to punchin'. Also, you are out of mana. One more punch. Well, for now, I think you're just gonna do this, and then poison here. And you can punch. The magic damage might also not quite happen. Okay, good thing the ballista do not have isolation, so the ballista should deal full damage. Also, you can just eat a health potion and give him a health potion. Less than 500 damage to isolated targets. Well, that's kind of just a given now, isn't it? You're isolated now, so poison it is. You all die to poison, that's great. I don't think I have enough magic damage to do the, what is this, 1800 more damage that I need. Also, when did we deal damage to isolated targets? Are you shitting me? I am so happy that that doesn't cost mana. Wait, how much poison do we have on isolated targets? Only this guy. So I need to kill him, so he doesn't become isolated. So the poison here is 8 damage. Also there's a hammer bearer. It's 9 damage at most, that's fine. Okay. Kill 4 enemies or more with a negative alteration. Well, that should be exceedingly easy. Oh, they're isolated now. Fuck. Negative alteration over here. And now we're just going to poison them. And very slowly kill them in increments of 5 damage. Was he not isolated? I should have maybe used the flower to poison them instead. Yeah, use the flower instead. It's not gonna deal damage, but it can poison them. Oh, he's not isolated because he's next to the ghost. The ghost isn't gonna do anything. Wonderful. Just... Oh shit! You actually deal damage with that. Not a whole lot, but still. Wonderful. Okay. Panic level S. Wonderful as well again. And I think I might want to push back the mist in this case. Which means I need a house. So we'll get ourselves a house, push back the mist. Now we have some ballista on this side. Guess the remaining ballista needed. And then you will move down here, you will move over here, and you will move down here. Choose your destiny, what do we have? Minus 60%, I'll take minus 25% accuracy. That kind of broke my back a few attempts ago. The accuracy debuff. I'll take the pants with like 21% accuracy, that's good. A book, I'll take a book. Rungur, you get resistance reduction. You get resistance. You get XP gain. And you get... Do I want propagation bounces on you? No, you get more XP gain. You have like 200% XP gain at this point. Get the bodybuilder. Get the vampire. Now you're gonna need physical weapons, but for now I think the book is fine. You get the accuracy pants. You get the block pants. And then you get the resistance pants. Not entirely sure how pants fit a dwarf, but I'll take it. Now, what do I take for you? You have the spiky counter. The shield doesn't have debuffs, I don't think. It does with the... Yeah, but only like one thing, which... I feel like I don't necessarily need. I could get you a hammer. What other melee weapons don't really do that much opportunism stuff. The dagger does, the two hammers do, and the small axe has the option of yelling at people. Or zombies in this case. I'm not entirely sure how you intimidate the undead, but meh. No, I think what I'm gonna do... As long as you're not wounded, get move points. With a vampire, hopefully, he's just not gonna be wounded all that much. Because he's gonna have a whole lot of health. Like, reroll this. Into the vampire, perfect. I'm gonna have to reroll these two again, but it's fine. Lastly, Cherry Maw. Really likes cherries, I guess. Contamination. And I think you need accuracy. Well, I'll take action point. I always take action points. Let's not kid ourselves. You do have the big advantage of being able to just remove the enemy's dodge chance. In which case the accuracy doesn't really matter all that much. As long as you have slightly enough. Every 10% XP is resistance. Do I take the throat's horn? Every 25 enemies killed, plus 1 move points, plus 10% XP gain. When is the reset upon level up? That kind of sounds fun. But I think what I'm gonna get, I think I'm actually just gonna get the coagulation. Get me another hero next turn. For now we're gonna do this and this. 43 gold remaining, which means we can get another house. Unfortunately, I'm gonna upgrade this instead so I can get rid of this. Because this is where I want my house to be. Okay. Right. That's fine. You're at the mist sensors, which is you're the one who doesn't need to kill them. Okay, 1 brazier there. And 2 on the side I'm not defending, because of course. Now, we can just immediately go ahead and do this. Contagion there. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. And then be out of actions. Actually, out of targets, not out of actions. Destroy this thing. So you can destroy that guy. The book is a great weapon. And then just poison here. You're probably gonna have to move over there. On the side... That's a wizard and the blocker. Now you do want to be hit. What do we have? Isolated targets. That should be possible. If I hit. The fuck you mean that Fireball didn't deal enough damage? How are they just getting hit with a Fireball and not die? Target within 4 times from caster, target with a negative alteration. Well, we can arrange that. I only needed to hit him once. Are you in range? No, you're not. No, you are. Okay, we have done that. Kill... Oh, you're out of actions. That's fine. We have one more turn to kill 3 isolated targets. That shouldn't be an issue. I hate that they're already inside. Also, please stop missing. Holy shit. What is your accuracy like? You have minus 4%. That should not be like 6 misses in order. Thankfully, I do have things that just ignore hit chance. Targeted 6 or more tiles with a negative alteration. Well. Yeah, do this. Help out over there. I think you're probably done on this side. Oh wait, this guy's out. So you can go ahead and move up. Why do you hit so little? Well, that wouldn't help. That potion... What is your accuracy like? You have 1%. He has 8% dodge. So you died to poison, that's good. Ordeals are also done. He's currently inside, and I need him to stop doing that. Unfortunately, I have a lot of shit here that blocks vision. You have 0% dodge chance? What? How much accuracy do you have? 33%. So you have 12% dodge times 2.2, which is... like 26, yeah. Unfortunately not in range for any of that, so let's just go ahead and assist the other guy. And then, do not forget me, dwarf. The book is actually really good if you have a weapon with opportunism on it. Because of its, the propagation just damage reduction thing. That, thankfully, cannot miss. Yeah, you should probably shoot over here, actually. Okay, so the ghosts haven't actually really done anything. And thankfully the ghosts apparently act after the... God damn it. Here's a nice 8% dodge chance, dude. You can do it. There are no more enemies up here, right? Yeah, only the ghosts. Okay. Had to get rid of like 18 gold, but I think that was worth it. Coagulation is getting along. I will get it next turn, which means I want a hero for it next turn. That in turn means I need to build an inn. But that is about due anyway. So let's build an inn. Demolish that, demolish these two. Let's demolish this. I have 2 workers, which we're gonna use to get rid of this. I could get a hero now, and that might not be the worst idea. That way he gets another level extra, mainly. Berserker! Treacherous Berserker. No, I want somebody who'd be good with a coagulation. You're chubby, are you? Inquisitor. Opportunism, damage. Both of those are good for a coagulation. Critical damage and less resistance. Herbalist. I think it's gonna be you. The trinket slot I don't think I care about. Opportunism and damage and under 12% critical. You also have the isolation path, which again is good for the coagulation. So you're gonna come down here. You get some accuracy, because we noticed a lack. You get not skill range, because you're gonna switch to melee weapons now. Do I take the blood? I think I take the blood magic. I may try not to rely on it today. God damn it. Okay, there's the Berserk and the organic armor. He's set now. Then I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, meaning I can get 1 more. Now I could take the daily health region, or the damage based on 5% of the hero's current health, which is gonna be a whole lot later on, or the blood collector. The problem is, do you crit? I just realized that's a way of restoring health for ranged and for ranged units and magic weapon users. So that might actually be really good with pistols or hand crossbows if you go for a melee, like melee dodge elf. Anyway, you are gonna lose your 2 weapons here, because those go on you. Since you're gonna be a magic user. With the isolation path to go with the orb. Get you something to ponder. XP gain. Infectious strikes. Now, I don't think that's gonna be necessary for the coagulation. Actually. Because the coagulation's main thing is gonna be damage. Get some move points. I think what I want you to get is more move points and some critical. Or just straight up damage, that's also fine. And some critical. You have 17% accuracy just from gear and perks, that's good. I want you to get isolation. Also daily mana regen might not hurt. Poison damage, maybe. But I think just magic damage and isolation is the better choice. A bit of propagation damage, maybe for a second weapon. Oh, if I can give you the flayed as well, that would be kind of awesome. I don't think we have it currently though. Increase size by 50%, that should be fine. Yeah, deflate is not currently an option. Right, what do you get? You get the vampire. I don't actually know what I want to give you going forth. Why do you have magic damage? Get some move points. Get... Oh, you because of the brainy. Get physical damage, I guess. Propagation mounts, sure, why not? Maybe get you a hammer. I don't necessarily want the head-on or the boom, so let me reroll that. Get the organic armor. And yeah, get just the second blood magic man. And then cherry more. This could also be good. More opportunism. Well, first of all, deadly ranger for more crits. You're gonna lose the hand crossbow, so not too worried about that. Ranged damage. You're gonna lose the hand crossbow later. Right, pile of corpses. What do we get? 3 block, 10 daily health regen, resistance reduction, accuracy down. Those are weird looking claws. Night reward. What are you? 9% physical damage, 8% resistance reduction, and 32 armor. Or big claw energy, or a shield. No, I'll take this, the wildling armor, for me dwarf. A crossbow. And a magic orb. Good. You can lose the flower. You lose the hand crossbow. You get a hammer and the flower. Actually, take the hand crossbow for now. And the wildling armor. You take the block. And then this is stun chance, momentum, and dodge. I don't think anybody cares for that. Don't necessarily want to buy things. Right, get me a house. We have 1 worker. That is unfortunately not enough, but I can do this. Then upgrade a house. Now I have 59 gold remaining. So I cannot do this again, but I can upgrade a house. And then get rid of this well. And for 37 I can buy myself a mana well. Around here. Which then can give mana to... Nobody needs it because you're a blood mage now. Okay, get me repairs. Then defenses. You are ballista set. Meaning we're gonna start with ballistas down here. And then get us some more walls. Here, 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 here. You two are gonna defend this side. You're into the wild, which means you don't necessarily want to sit in a watchtower. But you can just be like a melee archer. You're also into the wild, but the coagulation doesn't have that much range. Okay, that's that then. Ah, well, the magic orb. Not specifically the coagulation. That one's up there. I don't like the look of that. I like that this armor has a cape. You got plus 15 damage. Well, get rid of this. And then just, like, use the book. Lovely stuff. Target within 2 tiles from the caster. Should have read that first. You get rid of this. Just poison him. And you're just gonna be here on standby to get rid of this. I'm sure you can deal enough magic damage. 1400, that should be fine. Get yourself some block, if you don't miss. Thankfully he gets the block even if he misses. Okay. It's an archer, that's a wizard, that needs to die. The rogue, I don't think I really care that much about. Kill with heroes that haven't moved this turn. Which is kind of an issue. We have 3 turns for that, so we are good still, I think. Because we can just do a whole lot of that with this guy. So you got 2 on that. That's another 2. And you're out of action, so you can just kind of do nothing now. You will now have to move. And you, I want to move. So you can do... that. Why didn't that count? Okay, it does count. I don't think we'll get the remainder, so I'm gonna scamper on that. Okay. Heroes that haven't moved this turn, go ahead and send that. You can kill these 2, but now you'll have to move. Yeah, this did not work out. Apply that there, apply that there. Crossbow. They got a bit chunkier, so that's 2 kills there. This is unfortunately all the kills I will manage to get. You should also probably give that heal potion to the other guy. Now you can still kill without moving. At least some kills, and then you'll have to move. Yeah, you'll have to move. $14 more needed. I think that should be possible. And then deal 8,862 ranged damage. That was the wrong target. Oh well. So 7 more needed. So that's that done. You don't deal ranged damage though, so... Oh, there's a elite blocker. I think we're just gonna go ahead and... I forgot the other blocker. Well, let's just go ahead and do that. And we can go ahead and poison him a bunch. Or actually kind of just one-shot him, apparently. Oh yeah, he has 60% less resistance. The range damage, I don't know if that's gonna happen because I only have one unit that deals ranged damage. Also, she took a big hit right now. Actually, I have 2 units that deal range damage, so maybe. His range damage ain't that good, but it's good enough. How much damage does the death ray do? 459, so it does actually... just fulfill its name. I have 3 more turns for the range damage though, so that's an elite again. Just start stacking the that's a 1-turn thing. You get rid of this, he's annoying me. There's a whole lot of armor here. He's not really taking damage, which is great. How many? You have 64 stacks on that. Get rid of these, so you can just stand in here. And hope they hit you. Like, how many stacks would you get? You have 40. For every hero that hits you, you get plus 8%, so you need to be hit 5 times. Maybe I should have just punched them. Okay, I got rid of the elite. That one's already good. I think you switch... Oh wait, no, we need to deal a little bit more range damage. Can you stop missing this guy? Thank you. And you will now switch back to hammer. More damage from the isolation. Go ahead and do that. You lower movement, don't you? Yeah, and then this has an accurate... Oh, there's another elite, huh? Only 3 hit him. 4 hit him. So he doesn't have 80%. And I don't think we get to 80% here. So I'm just gonna hit people. Just shoot him real well. And then you're gonna have to move up as well. Can you kill him? No. Maybe. Yes. You just kind of shoot these guys, I guess? We are going to end on an S, I'm pretty sure. Wonderful. You coagulate this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And finally this guy. So what you want to do is basically get one guy isolated so you can stack damage. This skill, by the way, this perk used to be way worse. The 1x1. I'm glad they buffed it. It needed that. But basically it used to be you lose more. You get 4% damage when you kill something that is isolated, and you lose more when you... I think it was like 6%. When you kill something that isn't... when you attack something that isn't isolated. So, them reducing the... or reversing that massively helps that perk. Okay, 2 bigger waves, I believe. There's the coagulation. Choose your destiny. Increase sounds by 50%. That should be fine. Then, what do we take? I think I'll take the protection practice. Immediately get it. And then, what do? You purge. Archivist's broken stuff. Oh, the obliteration, right. You purge yourself and then deal a whole bunch of damage. 2,341 damage to a single target. But that should basically kill everything in one hit. Except for the boss. I think I'm gonna start taking the Guardian Spirit next. And I might want to upgrade my altar. Now, we will use our workers to push back the mist. We will upgrade you to a guess who. Boomers and hunters and splitters. That's not the worst. At least there's not any twisteds. Right. So upgrading this gets me more money than I paid for it. I'm gonna upgrade the altar. What do we have? We got the throat, no, the marrow split, as well as I think a lot of gold, which a lot of gold might be useful, but for 800 I don't know. This gives us the holy ground. The holy ground is always good, I'm pretty sure. Again, absolutely sucks that this does not work on the blood magic. Not too much I'm really excited about. I think I might take the Veteran of Gildenberg. Get you move points. XP gain. Organic armor. He now has 500 health. That should be good for a good amount of time. You are going to need better weapons though. The axe is fine. 200 sword is fine. You get yourself some accuracy because you've been missing a whole lot, and some XP gain. And then be a blood mage. Right. On this side, do I take these shorter weapons? I don't think I take these shorter weapons. Do I take the bully? I think I take the bully, because with this it doesn't matter for how much damage I crit, only that I crit. And then resistance reduction. Opportunism. Lastly, I think I might take the mana growth. What else would be good? You are going to be outside. The tile threshold changes depending on the map. I didn't know that. Well, people who can read definitely have an advantage. I think I definitely want the blink. I think the nimbleness. Now, you are gonna need... Well, do I take critical? You don't do anything with criticals. In which case, I think just plain damage is better. And some XP gain. I do love that everybody has a bunch of resistance just from XP gain. It's probably one of my favorite things about this perk. Right, now. Where are they coming from? These two sides. Meaning we are gonna get us some ballista up here. And then we're gonna get us some walls, also up here. Equip my new gear. You get the coagulation. That's gonna be your main weapon. You get the axe and the sword. You get this sledgehammer. Okay, 39 gold. Can I do anything with that? Not really. I can get myself a second mana well. Then we give mana here. And I think you're the only one who needs any. Yeah. Okay. Set up. You are going up here. Because you're probably gonna be the highest damage, highest AoE. You go here. You actually go over there, you go over there. You go... Actually, no, you go over there. Let's see, yeah, that's not the best brazier. Soul Fire. Okay. I don't think that's necessary right now. Get rid of that stupid mist. You are going to have to stay over there, just so you can deal with that. Thankfully, you can still just shoot people. And deal good damage with it as well. Okay, so you need to be hit a whole lot. And then we start stacking coagulation damage. Whenever we can. That's 2 boomers. Hate that. Drink your pot. And then you are kind of fucked over there, aren't you? Yeah, you need to move out. So you kill him. And we're just gonna run away. Because we cannot survive the boomers. Can you... He just does not hit them. He just does not hit the hunters. I also forgot to read this. Target with negative alteration within 2 turns from caster. Okay, yeah. And then 44 isolated targets. Yeah, you're not really doing the isolated target thing, huh? Isolated targets is kind of the last thing you want, actually. But that's at least 4 done. That's 1 isolated target, 2 isolated target. Can you get rid of that mist thing for me? This guy is technically isolated. I hate that I didn't manage to kill him. I have 3 more turns to do it, so I'm not too worried. Also, apply a negative alteration, why not? All of the boomers are down there, apparently. Which I'm actually not too mad about. Deal that much damage to boomers. That was my goal anyway. God damn it. That is not worth it. Okay, can't honestly just like send it. Just laser them. You know what? Just laser them. So that's damage to the boomers done. And it's also a whole lot of damage on this guy. Oh, I forgot they need to be at full health when you do it, when you kill them. Oh well, it's gonna get easier and easier. 23 more isolated targets. You are at full health, so let us get the damage. Let's get... Can you... No, you can't. Actually, you can't. I forgot you have a hammer now. Shields up. I think you move out here and shoot him like this. A bunch more isolated targets. In 1 turn. Yeah, no, we're not gonna get that. I thought I have 2 turns, but apparently I mistook that. He just can't hit. Okay, they have 30% dodge. He has, what, 5% accuracy, 25% chance. Could have worked. Heavy heroes get hit 24 times or more. Now, I have 2 heroes who actually kind of do not give a shit about being hit. So that is actually kind of possible. But not by the boomers, please. Really? Oh well, do it like this then. Uh... Why did she just say she's the Shadow's death? Death Shadow. Whichever it was. Go ahead and poison over there. At this point it feels like you can just kind of one-shot everything. That is prime laser locations. Well, laser time. Absolutely smashing. Absolutely love that. The boomer will explode. Honestly, just send like a lightning bolt in there. 34%. So she just has 34% extra. She deals over 1,000 damage with the stupid laser. She also is completely out of mana, so she doesn't not at this point. How far does the boomer go? The boomer can actually, I think, hit my wall. But only the wall, and that's not really that concerning. There's 2 more boomers coming in. We kind of need to get rid of those. Okay, you need to deal with the boomers. And let's just kill him. You're gonna move in to deal with these guys. And no panic, please. I'm already at an S. Hate that. You just clean up over here. Oh, the boomer's gonna blow up. Okay, we are not lost yet. But it's getting close. Kill the boomer. Kill this boomer. Get some stuns in. Nice. Okay, I think that should be this night survived. Unfortunately, without the ordeals. Because I didn't pay attention to them again. But at least the panic level should be over B. It's an A. Good. There's the Guardian Spirit. There's some piles of corpses, which I'll take. Then get me all of the money. Upgrade my workers. One more money. 604, so I can upgrade you. Get me another hero. Ranged damage, XP gain, and a move point. Skill range and opportunism. The other two not that great. Mercenary just more damage. Baseline, crit. Poison damage, XP gain, reliability, move points. No, I think I'll take you for ranged damage. What perks do you have? You have the proximity shot, anti-shooter weapons, fully undodgeable. You are a human, so you are not an elf. No dodge tanking from you. But you could do that, get a bunch of resistance, and just tank using that, I guess. Yeah, that could be okay. Get yourself some mana. This, the poisonous, toxic leech. And then I think the proximity shot first. You're gonna need resistance, accuracy. You're not really gonna need accuracy. So the isolation is not gonna be that great. The opportunism could be wonderful. Because you're gonna just shoot targets that are within range anyway. You do need a bunch of move points. And then I guess dodge is the better choice. Between dodge and block. Now there is that one amulet, that one trinket which gives you... What was it? Resistance whenever you kill something, and I feel like you really want to have that. You're gonna have a pistol and a hand crossbow, I think. If I can get you that. 5 elite crawlers. That should not be the slightest issue. You get yourself some move points. You did run out now and then. Skill range is not gonna matter. Reliability is okay. You're next. Actually, the you're next is for every 2 enemies hit. Which means the sadist... I don't think that's worth it, though. I do not think that is quite worth it. Organic armor. You have more health than a dwarf? You have more health than a dwarf. Get yourself, I think, some damage. You're gonna need more accuracy as well, still. Thankfully, I think this is undodgeable. No, it is not undodgeable. You get the human ballista. More move points. Well, crit power, I guess. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. You get the bling. You need a bunch more mana, though. Because you're just running out of mana left and right. Epiphanies. I already used the X, so the marrow split might not be incorrect. What is your thing? Oh yeah, you increase move points whenever you hit at least 5. I still feel like that's not that great. What is this one? Oh yeah, we'll do that. Get the scab shot. Commander armor. 14% damage, 35% XP gain, and then lose 26% of that. Poison, critical, armor, bunch of armor. You know what? I think I'll take that. Pile of corpses for a hand crossbow. And then a pile of corpses for a shield? No, reroll that. A frost mage helmet. Yeah. That can go on my shield bearer, who could use a better shield at this point. You get this armor. You get the hand crossbow. You get this. Health and daily health regen and stun chance. Does anybody use stun chance? Not really. Hammer. Medal of Mercy Co. Yeah, one of these medals gives you the option of, or the opportunity of just upgrade the houses. Get max mana on you. Get max mana, not the upgrade. I don't have any more workers. Mana. Here. Mana. Here. Get me, at this point, finally, the temple. Which doesn't need to heal, but it gives me more max health. And then 2 scavengers camps for materials. Repair turrets and walls. Where are they coming from? Down there and there. This side. I feel like this side should be fine with all of the ballista, even though we lost 2. We are going to have to replace those. Get one there. Get us walls back in. Okay, we should be able to extend our defenses soon. Thanks to, well, these scavengers camps. I feel like you will be completely able to just defend that. We'll have 2 people here, and then we'll have 2 people down here. With the you have insane range, so you can just stand there and split a bit. Okay. What night is it? Night 6. Oh, they're coming up there. They're coming up there. God fucking damn it. Fuck. So you want to be hit. You want to be hit a lot. You're just gonna start with a grape shot. Your stuff is already undodgeable, right? Yeah. You need a teensy tiny bit of skill range, methinks. And they're all coming up from there. Thankfully, we can just laser them. Laser one, and that's not worth a laser, I don't think. Doesn't quite one-shot the winged, which sucks. At least not yet. Oh, we have a group here as well. He is isolated. You know what? Do that for... Okay, that should be good enough. Perfect. Okay. We have a book wizard, a archer, a rogue. That could one-shot, maybe. Perfect. You lower... No, you lower damage. That ain't too hot for me. But I don't think it matters all too much. I really wish I had the sinew coil on you, huh? We're gonna have to deal with the winged. Well, laser. The rogue there, I don't really care about. And I feel like he doesn't care about me. You're gonna just block off here so he can't move inside. He will still try to, so I'm not too worried about him attacking her. Yeah, we're out of actions. Fuck. Oh well. Do that. Do that. You're gonna die to the ballista. Also, I forgot to check the ordeals again. You have a shit ton of health, don't you? We have to kill... Fucking hell. How much dodge do you have? 35% hit chance. Come on. Come on. 35%. Feels like you need more actions. You will kill this guy next turn. You die to the ballista. It's fine. Yeah, just... Can we stop missing these? You're actually just gonna use the hammer a bit. And then you gun. Because you're gonna need to deal with those winged coming inside. Oh, not looking hot. Especially because this asshole. And this asshole. Please just hit him. These are not elites. So as long as we hit them, we good. The problem is these guys down here. I think I just snipe them. Yeah. Just snipe them. Okay. You actually probably need to move this way. The problem I have currently with getting the shield and the cannon is that most, and I mean the Epos for them, is that I kind of don't have ever enough enemies. I think that's a B. It's not quite a B yet. Holy shit, we're still in this. Probably not for all too long, but as of now, still in it. Now the rogue, I think, will follow her and not go back inside. You fucking missed. Of course you did. So you have to shoot him. Isolated target, yeah. But we need to kill isolated targets and not just deal damage. I feel like this guy is gonna come in and cause the panic. We are... you caused the panic and I can't get rid of you. So we are a B, and that means this is gonna be another abandon. The elite crawlers weren't even the problem. I really need to get like a baseline of 25% accuracy on basically everyone. Yeah, that's a B, that's a loss. Fuck. Another, what was it, 3 attempts? Maybe I need to check my apocalypse things again. But I'm not gonna start another run now. Maybe if I take Heroes Block Vision, I can reduce the wave size again. The tougher bosses doesn't really matter. This is 4. The mist senses are annoying, but I think they're the least bad. I feel like the reduce in heroes level could be fine, because I go for a whole lot of XP gain anyway. Right, I'm gonna try it with that next time, but for now, thank you for watching. Should you ever make it this far, hope you have a nice evening, hope you have a good afternoon first, and then a good night later on. And otherwise, goodbye.